The information provided in this episode is for informational purposes and does not intend to diagnose or replace therapy.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Living Your Best Life with Dania the Coach. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a fantastic week. Today, we're going to talk about something powerful, often uncomfortable, but absolutely necessary. Discipline and self-sabotage, and the real truth about what it means when you choose yourself. Let's get started. So do you ever have those moments where you know what you have to do, needs to be done, you want to do it, and yet you do the opposite? My friends, that's self-sabotage. And you know when self-sabotage loves to show up? When you're trying to build discipline. So this morning, my husband and I were having a conversation about my eating habits. I've been struggling with this for a really long time, with the consistency. And I told him I need to be more disciplined. And my husband's a great guy. He's a helper. He's that helping type, right? So his immediate response, his natural response, how can I help you? Now, some people would start listing things, right? No. I came out with something different. I said, you can't help me. I have to make the choice. Let that sit in for a second, my friends. See, discipline is not something anyone can give you. It's a choice that you make. It's a hard one. It's a repetitive one. One that often happens in the quiet moments, not the loud, motivated moments. That moment with my husband was so honest because it reminded me that no matter how much support we have, discipline is always an independent choice. Let's break it down a little bit. Self-sabotage, what does that sound like? In my case, because I'm trying to manage my eating habits, right? It might sound something like, I deserve this treat after this day I had. You ever do that to yourself? You had a bad day and you're like, you know what? I want to go have some ice cream. A piece of cake will make it better. Maybe some retail therapy, right? Because maybe it's not about food. Maybe it's about finances. Maybe some retail therapy is going to help. What about, I'll start Monday? Well, today's Wednesday, so why we got to wait 5 days to start, right? Just one time won't hurt. It's a special occasion, right? We're on vacation, or it's a holiday, or it's a birthday. But then what happens when, hey, it's Saturday? Saturday's just another day of the week, right? But we say these things to ourselves, and we self-sabotage ourselves. So on the opposite side of that, what does discipline sound like? Discipline is more like I made a commitment to myself. My future self is going to thank me for the choice I make right now. This is a hard choice, but it's not an impossible one. See, friends, let me clarify something. Self-sabotage is not about weakness. It's about fear. It's fear of failure, fear of success, fear of discomfort, fear of change. Discipline, on the other hand, is about choosing long-term gain over short-term relief. And trust me, I totally get it. That cookie or skipping that workout, it feels harmless. It feels harmless until you're doing it again tomorrow, and the day after that, and then the day after that. So how do we fight back? I'm going to give you 3 real-world ways to start working on your discipline and to not sabotage your own self-growth. First and foremost, call it out. Be honest when you're sabotaging yourself. Don't sugarcoat it. Say, this is me avoiding what I committed to. That sounds a little more painful, right, when you're saying it to yourself. Make it visible. Put your goals somewhere you can see them. You know, I like vision boards personally. Weight-wise, I have specific clothes I want to fit in that I purposely keep in the front of my closet. Maybe you need sticky notes, alarms, something to remind you of your why. Lastly, give yourself grace. Yes, absolutely, 100% of the times. But don't give yourself excuses. You're human. You're going to mess up. But do not let that be a green light to throw away the whole plan. Reset. Don't restart. Just go over that little hump. That one cheat meal doesn't have to turn into a cheat day, right? So back to that moment with my husband, that really stuck with me. Mainly because it reminded me that being disciplined isn't about being perfect. It's simply about being honest. It's about choosing yourself even when it's inconvenient, even when nobody's watching, especially when nobody's watching. And if you've been stuck in a cycle of I'll do better next time, Listen, you don't need a miracle. You don't need a reset button. You just need to choose you over and over again. Consistently choose you. Even when you're tired. Even when the couch is calling you. Even when you just want the comfort food and no accountability. Fight that. So here's your reminder for today. Discipline is a gift you give your future self. Self-sabotage is the tax you pay for staying the same. Choose the gift, choose growth, choose you. And as always, you're absolutely amazing.
Love today's episode? Carry the message with you, literally. Check out our exclusive shirts and hoodies at DaniaTheCoach.com. Each piece is made to inspire confidence, strength, and purpose, just like this podcast. Stay cozy, stay bold, and rep your growth. See you next time.